Okay, so this is the answer to FOM 11, Chapter 5, Section 6. Question number 5 says the response to another question in the poll from question number 1 were summarized as follows. 58% of the people living in Canada know that the cost of living for the average Inuit is 50% higher than the cost of living for other Canadians. It says here, can you determine the confidence interval for this equation? For this question. But it ties into question number 1. So we have to take a look at question number 1. And it says, question number 1 says, a poll determined that 81% of the people who live in Canada know that the climate change is affecting the Inuit more than the rest of the Canadians. The result of the survey is considered accurate within plus or minus 3.1 percentage points. And it's the confidence level is 19 out of 20. So we're still using, it's the same poll, and so it's plus or minus 3.1%, but this time they're asking a different question. The question says, the response to another question in the poll summarized at 58%. So let me just shrink this down a little bit. And, let me just shrink it down a little bit. And we'll do a new page. So basically, the confidence interval, well, we know that the 58% of the people living in Canada know that the cost of living is higher for the Inuit, okay? But the confidence interval is still plus or minus 3.1%. All right. It says predict the range of the mean on the number of people in your city or town who could have answered this question correctly. It depends on which city you're in, and so you can sort of ignore part B because obviously the values are going to be different depending on what city you're from. So we'll just do part A, the confidence interval. So the high end is going to be 58% plus 3.1%, and the low end is going to be 58% minus 3.1%. And then of course I'll just use my calculator to calculate those values. So it's 58 plus 3.1, 61.1, and then 58 minus 3.1. So it's 54.9. So the range is going to be as low as 54.9% to as high as 61.1%. Okay? And hopefully that makes sense.